Hi everyone, my name is Akhilesh Pandey. I am working here as a solution architect. Today we'll discuss the capability of project module which is standard available into the business central, and this module we can utilize in a different segment, different kind of industry, like EPC industry, like construction, separate construction company who is having their construction related things, and solar plants there where everything related to the solars, and any kind of projects. If any company is doing any kind of project, either they are creating any kind of shades for the planning and everything, so we can achieve from the project module. So from into the project module, how we can achieve each and everything, because if we are talking about the project module, we have to go before the receiving of the project. So related to the project, if we consider project execution, so before the project execution, we are going to how we receive the project from the each and every sources. So sources means either from the government source or from the private source. They expose the tender. They expose the tender for their projects, and based on that particular projects, we have to follow each and every stages, and we have to code for that particular things. We have to do each and every processes, and then we'll receive the code. So today we'll discuss how the capability, how we can do the project module kind of things within a business central. So related to the project module, once we receive any tender from the sources, as I am highlighted that from the government or from the private, we receive the tender. Every processes either from the government, from the every sources is having their own set of nature to handle the project. So to submit the project costing, to submit the bidding, to submit the technical related things, to submit the commercial related bid. So everything, every sources is having their own nature, so that we have handled within a system. So once we receive any tender related things, we have to book the opportunity within a business central, and then we'll process the sales stages, how our sales stages can help their each and every stages. They can track the funnel of the every tender. They can check which tender is on which stage. Like for my tender, if we receive a tender from the a channel, a source, so that tender A is on the bidding stage of the commercial, we have to submit the commercial bid, and tender B is on the technical bid level, or tender C on the negotiation level. So that kind of funnel we can achieve from the system. So once we receive any tender, that we have to book the opportunity. Then going beyond the opportunity, we have to handle the sales stages. Within a business central, we are having a dynamic sales stages. Once we receive any sales stages, we can create, like from the government, if I am taking an example, we are having a X type of sales funnel, X type of sales stages, and every stages is having their corresponding task that we need to perform within a system. If our resource, our consultant, or our sales executive or tender executive, that need to perform the XYZ stages, stage related tasks, that they can also perform within a system. So tenders stages they can manage. Going beyond the stages, if we are highlighting related to the costing, we have designed a costing module related to the tender specific, where user can define a minute level. They can consider minute level of costing also, from the direct to indirect. Every costing they can handle within a system. So they can do the costing. They can within a costing, we receive the tender document from the sources, from the government or private. So based on that, we have to prepare the costing, what sort of things we have to use into that particular project. If that is into the EPC, what sort of material, if that is for the supply of projects, we have to supply the goods and do the service, supply and service, both project we have to do. So in that costing module, we have considered all the supply related things we can expose, and what sort of material, what is the cost of that particular, what is the margin we have to take from the apply into that particular. So every related margin and every indirect cost which is applied from the sources and from the as per the company policy, we can negotiate, we can apply into the costing module. So costing is a very crucial part is available here. Then based on the costing, that costing will be go for the approval, for the n number of approval. If any revision will be happen, like that costing, the sales guy has prepared the costing and that will be go beyond next process. So that costing will go for the approval. If anyone is rejected or any revision will perform into that costing, we can record the costing revision also. And going after the finalization of the quotation, we'll submit the quote to the we do perform the bidding into the organization. And if we receive the LOI from the sources, so if we receive LOI, we have to create the project, that we receive the project within our organization. Then we'll do the next stages of action that we need to perform. So once we receive the LOI, we have to, like taking an example of the EPC kind of industry who is into the transmission line. Okay, so into the transmission line, we receive the LOI for the, if we have to do the transmission kind of things in a city. So related to that particular city, we have our survey guy will perform the survey for that particular city, that based on the LOI, government expose that this material will be utilized X number of amount. Okay, so into the survey guy will go onto the city, and they will find out each and every site. They will in a city will be distributed into the multiple sites, and each and every site will be go how many product we have to install, how many article, what service we have to perform on each and every site. Based on that, we will perform for the later. If any revision will, that based on the LOI, we have to apply 10 number of amount. We have to utilize only 10 pieces of that particular product, and based on the LOI, based on the survey, we have to utilize 12 pieces of that will be go for the revision of LOI also. So that all the process will be handled from the system. So that will be better visibility for the each and every organization. They can see what is the stages of each and every process. If any revision, if any change request will be performed into the system, they can handle the sub project, or they can grant from the company that these kind of change request will be performed based on the survey what we perform on that particular site. So each and every things as per the site request we receive, we perform the purchase cycle also. Like we have to supply the material, and related to supply of particular goods, we have to because we have to do the requisition for that particular material. Our site guy will request that X material is required, and we need from the system from the vendor. So our purchaser work will be start from that. We have to deliver X material and within a limited time frame or with the decided time frame. So that kind of things will be performed from the purchase cycle. So our purchase guy will refer the LOI document and the survey document which is available. Both will be viable for them, and based on that they will start their execution, their purchasing kind of things. So for the purchasing, requisition, then quotation analysis, then purchase order go to the vendors. So once we are talking about the vendor purchase order, into the transmission line or any I can take the power plant company who is into the power plant, or any project management company who is supplying the material to the government sources or any private sector, their quality comes into the picture before receiving the material, because we have to once we have to supply the material, then we'll perform the billing, then we have to do the service of that particular things, then we'll do the billing for the service. So before receiving the supply from the another sources, another vendor, we have to do a quality of that particular material on the vendor side also. And once we do the quality, In that particular quality, so many things come into the picture. Who is responsible? Like for that particular quality, let's take an example. We are having a material ABC, and in that particular ABC we have 100 pieces of material that we have shared the PO to the any supplier, and for that particular supplier will expose that for that 100 pieces, these are the date that you will visit for the quality. So these kind of things we have to record into the system. So system will show the notification that for that particular order, purchase order, we have to perform the quality for the X date, and who is the responsible. Either vendor will be responsible for that quality, or any third party will be responsible for that particular, or our customer, our client will be also join that quality analysis also. So quality will be a better place where we can handle each and everything within a system. So we have developed each and everything where they can check is the stages. Like for the 100 pieces of purchase order, they expose that 50 is ready, you can start the quality. Either quality, they supplier also expose that they raw material quality and the in process quality, then finished good quality, that is available on the vendor site also. So everything related to the quality is available that we have developed for the one of our customer. So based on that we can achieve that quality part also. So inspection call, we can record the inspection call. Based on the inspection call, SRN will be performed into the system. Based on the SRN, we customer share that is the accepted quantity. Based on the accepted quantity, they share these are the accepted quantity, and based on that we will receive the material, will do the invoicing to our client also. So we'll do the GRN, then we'll do the purchase invoicing. If we talk about, we receive the material, and our project is for the goods, for the service and supply. So supply, for the supply kind of things, as per the agreement, we do the billing at the same time. So if that comes into the picture, we have to do the billing. So our main material will be decreased while the doing of the billing. And if we have to do the service also, so later on we have developed a module related to the DPR, where like as a company, I have to execute, I have to perform some of the services on the customer side, on the client side, like for the installation of some particular goods, some particular services. So for the installation we have to perform n number of services. So related to that, we have created a module where we can allocate for the each and every services. These are the contractor who will perform, because as a company, as a bigger company, we cannot do everything. So we have to distribute our task to our contractor also. So we can manage that part also into the business central. So into the business central we can achieve, our contractor can request for the material, and based on their contractor request, we will share the material on the contractor side, and everything related to the contractor. If contractor execute that particular task, and into the execution of that particular task for the installation kind of things, they have to reduce, they have to install n number of items, so that item need to be decreased also. So contractor wise stock will be also play a major role for the project management, because that is the major part where so many company is struggling nowadays. They cannot have a clear picture like what is the stock is available for the ABC contractor and another contractor. So every contractor, if we are having a city task, city wise project, in a city we are having 10 sites, and every site is having a 10 number of contractor. So every contractor record need to be maintained within a system. So because for the contractor we have to manage each and everything based on their service. So we have to do the billing based on the service. So we send the material to the contractor perform their services. Based on that we have to perform each and everything. We have to do the billing of. So while the time of billing, we have to take the service, what kind of service they have already done, and our service engineer can acknowledge that these are the daily activity. DPR will be performed by the contractor specific, and these material will be got reduced from the contractor account. So we can achieve contractor wise stock also. So anytime system will showcase you these are the contractor specific material. If in between of the project contractor denied to do the services, denied for the services, so contractor share back the stock to the main company, and then that will be go to the another contractor. So contractor label of every contractor specific stock that we can manage from the system. So each and everything from the contractor billing, from the contractor execution, the DPR kind of things that we can achieve for the project. So when I am talking about from the initialization, from the tendering to the execution, that each and everything we can achieve from the business central. Few of the things that we need to modify as per the customer to customer specific requirement. Few of the things is pretty much standard available within a business central. Like we have to check the WIP of that particular project. What is the WIP status? What is the value wise WIP is available as of now? So each and everything, what is the profit of that particular thing? So each and everything will be available within a business central that we can achieve from the system also. So if related to that particular project, how we can achieve every processes, either we are into the IT business, either into the EPC business, either we are into the solar installation, and any kind of project we do. If we do any project that can fit in our project module, that we need to understand what sort of requirement from the customer, and based on the requirement of the customer we have to tweak the business center. Like we have to do a little bit of customization as per the requirement of the customer, and based on that we have to achieve as per their processes within a project module. So project module, beauty of the project module, we can do the project module project wise P&L also, we can achieve the project wise balance sheet also. So every financial aspects that we can achieve, we can do the project accounting from the project module. Each and every phases we can track what is the incoming, what is the outgoing, what is the material on the contractor, what is the status of how we do the milestone billing also. So each and everything that we can achieve from the system. So if anything related to that project module we'll discuss. For now with that's all for the today. Thank you.